All right.
Alrighty.
We are live.
We are live.
Man. What what a crazy 2 weeks it's been.
Yep, we weren't here last week.
No. Um Technically, did we film before I left? No, right?
No.
No, cuz I left the day that we were supposed to film. So we missed
Yep.
2 weeks. We missed 2 weeks. That's okay.
Was it actually 2 weeks?
Well, yeah, cuz I left on or I was planning on leaving on a Thursday.
No, I'm pretty sure it was only the 21st we missed.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure.
No, you're right, cuz you were prepping to go on
Yep.
that Saturday, not the 21st, or not the
Yep.
14th. You left on the 16th. So no, we only missed one. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Still crazy that we came back and then we missed a week.
Oh yeah.
Might as well just stayed on break. The only reason I was fine with it is because Chump Change technically isn't uploaded on VOD anywhere yet. So
Yep.
when, God forbid, we get what just happened,
Yeah.
I'm slowly gonna have to roll out the last 3 episodes over the course of like a week on separate days, just so we don't get striked again.
Yeah, they're like, look, man, you's uploading too quick.
I
Man,
I did
ain't no machine is pumping out content like you.
man. I
Mhm.
did upload all 24 episodes in the same day, so like I understand it. It's
Oh.
just yeah, no, like I get it. I understand
Oh.
why they did it. Just sucks that they did.
They said you're taking up the storage. See you later.
So, oh, that's something I can talk about too, just because that's a recent thing that happened. Anyways, hello and welcome to another episode of Chump Change, episode 28. I am one of your hosts, Lorenzo, and with me today I have.
I have Pree.
Oh, you have Pree. Okay.
I have Pree.
Okay, he has Pree. My bad. And we have a bunch of stuff to catch you guys up on since it's been a crazy week and a half. I went to Texas on a whim. It was a last minute trip, and we're gonna talk about that.
I want to talk about my Nocturnal Wonderland experience, the music festival.
And then, because my week has been jam packed with the fallout of me leaving, I think I want to just talk about some stuff that I'm trying to pitch to Pree or we're talking about already. So I'll let him choose what we talk about later. And then,
Roll the intro.
oh, you're not going to share your last thing. We're just rolling it. Okay.
Roll the intro.
Oh,
Alrighty, welcome back to the show. I want to start us off with my FUB 5-minute conversation.
Oh, we're just going in
Right.
raw to that. Okay.
Right, so every other month I like to talk about
How we're
a
fat.
food challenge. Huh? Excuse me?
How we're fat.
No, I'm bulking. Anyways,
Oh,
anyways. So, my question to you, my good sir, is if you were stuck in an underground society, what food would you want to eat for the rest of your life? Not cuisine, not like I would like to eat Mexican food. No,
like survival. Like what would I eat to
Like-
survive?
like dish. You know.
Do
I mean, yeah.
Well,
You get like
is it-
that's what you're eating.
Is it a survival thing or is it I get to choose whatever one thing I eat?
Yeah. Like you get to choose. Yeah. Because if you're in an underground society, what are you eating? Like Jiminy Cricket?
Well, that's kind of why I'm like, is this like I have to deal with the fact that I'm in underground society, or like, does my underground society have the necessary ingredients for the one thing I want?
No. That's why I said underground society. Because you're not available to everything. Only one dish that you like.
So can I just have a lifetime supply of ramen?
That's what you choose, ramen, huh?
I would choose ramen just because I think the components of ramen make it so that you could make varying versions of it.
Ah.
Like if you just
Okay.
wanted beef stock or chicken stock, whatever your flavor of ramen is, you could just have like that as soup. You could have just the noodles. You could have the meat and the vegetables from it. Like there's different things you can do with that. So if that's what you're allowed to have, that's a pretty good option. Now,
Pretty good deal.
if it's like if I could magic up whatever one thing for the rest of my life, I'd probably choose a mod pizza just because, just like the ramen, like the pizza I order, I can have anything, or I can make anything out of the ingredients of the pizza.
Mm. See, when I was thinking of this question, I had this thought that came into my mind.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what sounds really good? Hot dog. You
Again,
know?
the hot dogs. This guy in hot
You
dogs,
know,
guys.
think about it. Think about it. Listen.
Mm.
I was looking up best hot dogs in Vegas,
Mm.
right? Do you know what they were putting on these hot dogs?
What? Bacon?
Whole strips of like pork belly,
Mm-hmm.
like fried egg,
Yeah, it's a street dog.
French fries. I was like, dude, you might as well, that's a whole meal right there.
Mm-hmm.
Hot dogs.
Hot dog.
Hot dogs. Anyways, to your first topic. Let's go.
Did I leave first or did you leave first?
I think I left first.
Let's talk about yours then.
All right. So, over the last, the 16th and the 17th, I was at Nocturnal Wonderland.
Mm-hmm.
And I have yet to talk to you about it.
Yeah, no. I've intentionally not talked to you about my trip as well, just because I felt like it would be good for us to come back and talk about it here.
Yeah, so our good friend Pilo, right?
Yep, Pilo, water
So
bottle man.
I always say, no matter who I go with on a trip, they're just gonna be sleeping the whole time, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
And just like everybody else, Pilo said, "Nah, man, I won't do that to you, man. I'll stay awake the whole time." Absolutely not.
Can I interject? Even
even when we were in LA,
uh-huh.
like we were just like driving around. He was sleeping in the car.
So was me staying awake to go to YCS the first person who's ever actually stayed awake through a full car trip?
Yeah.
Because I only started falling asleep when your ass started falling asleep, and we almost died.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I feel like that's your job as the co-pilot. You have to stay... Like, I feel bad. I genuinely feel bad falling asleep on people when you're driving. Because I used to do that as a kid to my mom all the time. Like, mom would drive me from where we used to live to where we normally go bowling.
Yeah.
Because that's where she worked. So when I was with her in the summer, I'd drive, and I would just... Like, she'd have the AC blasting. I'm just...
Dude, that's all I heard the whole trip. That was it right there. That was my whole experience.
So I feel obligated when I'll get into it when we talk about mine, but like I felt obligated the whole time to stay awake.
Yeah. Not like I felt obligated to stay awake. Like I was the driver.
I was gonna say, I hope you felt obligated to stay awake.
You know,
you're not exactly driving a Tesla Model Y.
Oh, all right. Let's see, and then listen. So I got to choose the hotel.
Oh,
right. I got to choose the hotel. So my first thought was, all right, we got to go as cheap as possible, but I don't want my car to get broken into.
Mm.
So I was like, Motel 6. I was like, what's after that? Motel 7. well, Motel 7 didn't have that night. Didn't have the Saturday that we stayed there. So I was like, all right, the next best thing, Comfort Inn and Suites.
I was going to say, did you go to Rosemead?
So I was like, all right, you know what? Comfort Inn and Suites. Man, so we actually got there at like 6 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So, the first day. And, dude, it was dark, right?
Dork.
Like it was dark. Like it was like the sun didn't start coming up yet. So as I'm pulling into this address,
mm-hmm.
It's right off the exit. So it was pretty nice. I was like, okay, it's right off the exit. Like, you wake up, you just get on the highway and you're good to go.
Easy in, easy out.
Yeah. So, and then, we're turning right onto the street. And I was like, man, I'm seeing a lot of Nissan Altimas, half broken down Fords. It's dark. There's like one street light for the whole street.
Mm.
I was like, maybe I should have chose one hotel higher than Motel 7 and Comfort Inn and Suites. And then, right, so, just to finish off the hotel experience, as we were leaving, there was the first floor.
Yeah.
right? And then I was outside walking the parking lot. This guy had one of the screens missing on the window,
Mm-hmm.
and he was pulling something through, right? So he basically had like a sheet over it. I don't really got a sheet, so I'm using this. So he had like a sheet covering what he was bringing across through the window,
Uh-huh.
right through the hotel room to his car. And I was like, dude, that looks like a piece of rusty metal, and it was long. I was like, I wonder what that would be. And then I was like, you know what? I'm looking at this dude, right? I was like, my eyes need to go to the car, right? So, you know how on the back doors, like there's the passenger, driver, and then the two back doors.
Yeah.
There's usually the window, and then there's the little window.
Yeah.
That little window was like busted through. Like there's still parts of it,
Yeah.
but it was just busted through, and he was just loading it into this Nissan, right? And I was like, huh. I'm glad that that didn't happen to me. I hope that was not one of the people at the hotels. Hopefully that was just their spare part. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's what my hope was. Other than that, that was it also it stank really bad. I was, you got in there, you're like, this is grandma's apartment. I was like, I want to open up the blinds, but on the blinds there was blood on the curtains. I was like, all right, well, I don't know where this blood's coming from, so I don't want to cause any leakage, so I didn't touch it. I don't know if the curtain was on this monthly cycle, so I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I don't want to do the curtain dirty. It's in a time of need right now.
Yeah, no, you're being courteous.
I'll get it. Get it, curtains.
Yeah.
Courteous.
Curtaneous.
But yeah, so beyond the hotel, right? So we went to the venue,
Mm-hmm.
and it was extremely well organizedly unorganized.
Mm-hmm.
So the parking was bad.
Yeah.
And by bad, I mean, so obviously they want one entrance and one exit.
Yeah.
So you get the wristband, and that's your ticket in. You are not able to like come out and come back in.
Yeah.
There's no re-entry. So I was like, all right, this is what I'm going to do. So it's at a regional park, right? So there's a big highway that kind of cuts along.
Yeah.
So we're like, all right, we're gonna go park at the top here. So we parked at the top, and it's like the first open parking lot, right? It's like as closest to the street.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, you know what? This is cool. So when we leave, boom, you just right there. You don't gotta wait in line for everybody else.
Out. Yeah.
Just get out. See, I don't know if that was a blessing or a curse. See, you were the first one to get out, but you are the last person to get in. The walk from the car to the venue, dude, if I wasn't sweating from the heat of like the air,
Yeah.
I was sweating from the walk. Dude, that was a hike.
Yeah.
Man. We get in there, there's music bumping, and I don't know if you're aware of the PLUR acronym.
The what?
PLUR. The PLUR. You know the PLUR? Peace, love, unity, respect.
Oh no!
Right.
I was not aware
Anyways,
of that.
that's they use that term a lot, right?
Mm.
So you were able to get like a sign, like a totem,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, okay, and then my first one, I wouldn't say my favorite, my first sign that I saw, it said, stapler,
Stapler.
and underneath
like
those
like
words,
like or
there
like
was a stapler. I was like, that's genius. That was genius.
That's some pre-humor right there for sure.
Yeah, see, and then we went in, we listened to music for 8 hours. I bought fans actually. I don't have any of the fans on me, but I bought like a hand fan.
Yeah.
And so I bought two because I'm smart, right? Because I was all right, one for me, one for the other guy.
Yeah.
And then so I was walking around fanning people. I was having a good time.
Fanning people?
I was fanning people. I was hot and they was hot. I was like, look, I got you. The fan was $50, like 20, 25, $30. So I was like, look, if you can't buy a fan, I got you. Right. So I was over there like talking to people. They was talking to me.
You're like the drug dealer. You gave them a little hit on what they were missing.
Yeah, yeah. So they're like, oh, thank you, man. I was talking to people, right? And I was like, you know what? So there's three stages, like yeah, three stages basically.
Yeah, the main
So the
event stage
stage,
and two side stages, right?
well, they're all kind of like they're all in one. So like maybe not main
Oh,
event and sides. They're like all mains, right? So I was like, okay, cool. They did have side stages though, which I didn't care to go to. I was like, this is not grand. This is just side. I
it's
don't want to
not
go. I'm like,
grand.
like this is side. Well, I don't want to be in the side stage. Anyways,
That sums
so
up our
I
YCS experience. We didn't want to do the side event. We just did the main event and left.
yeah. So we went. I went. I was with Paula,
Yeah,
and I was okay. I was fanning people, and then they went into the crowd. They went into the crowd. They left me.
yeah.
They didn't leave me. I left them to go fan some people. Anyways, they were in the crowd, right? And this crowd has so many people, and everyone was getting high that I didn't really want to be part of that. So I went around, right? I
Yeah.
went around the crowd. So I was on this side, now I'm on this side, right? And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go fan the guy that's security at the front of the stage, like by the DJ stand. So I'll walk up there. I was fanning the guy. I turned. I felt like I was gonna collapse. Like I was like, whoa, dude! Like I went really nauseous, and I was like, I don't know what just hit me. I don't know if I just got secondhand smoker's cough, but I feel like I was gonna die. And and then I walked and I like stumbled, and I was like, look, I need to get out of this area. I think I'm getting high or I'm dying. So I was like, all right, look, bottom of the hill, stage. It gradually goes up, right? And then there's a plateau somewhere at the top. I run up there, right? And then there's some really cool like little mushroom tree things. I don't know. I don't know why they were mushrooms, but that's kind of what they look like. And then they had little benches, so I ran up there and I sat there, right? And granted, this is around like 1 or 2. The venue closed at 12 midnight. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna chill up here. I got no reception. If Paulo's gonna come find me, I'm gonna stay in one spot, and if not, he's gonna try to call me. So I'm just up there enjoying the music. I was head bumping. I was head banging. I had this like old couple in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
They was bumping too. I was like, man, it's popping out here.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, I feel old because I was like, why am I with the old people? I should be down there in the crowd.
Being being a little wallflower with all the old people.
Yeah, man. I was like, all right, cool. And I had my Hawaiian shirt on. I was like, all right, this is perfect. Right. So I'm like, all right, the sun's starting to come down. I said, all right, you know what? Paulo, I don't know where he's at. Maybe I just waited out another hour. So I was waiting like 3 hours. And I was like, I got to do something.
Yeah.
I got to go try to find this guy. Granted, there's so many people on this stage that I'm at, right? And there's two other ones. And I was like, okay, I'm going to go try to go to the other side. So I said there was a hill, right?
Yeah.
The hill goes down for a good while until you enter like this gigantic opening for a field. And then there's the 2 stages. So I was like, okay. I went across the hill, right? And then you're able to overlook the rest of the venue. And if I could tell you, dude, it was so packed. When we got there for like the full time, it was like day. I was like, all right, dude, like there's little clumps of people, little like 2 or 3, and there's like the 6.
Yeah.
No, dude, it was like this guy was deal with this guy, and then they were like this, and then it was all packed. I was like, if I'm gonna try to find someone in here, needle in the haystack style, man, good luck me.
You know what you should have done?
I said, screw that, and I went back to the mushroom. That's what I did.
You should have started moshing. You would have got his attention.
I said, absolutely, I'm not finding this dude. I went back to my seat, except my seat was took.
So well, yeah, you gave it up.
Yep. So I was just standing there. I had my fans. Everyone wanted to bump into me. I'm like, dude, you see me? I didn't move. I'm a big guy. And then they running into me and my fan. And then I got reception. I was like, hello. Okay, the call died. I don't know what happened. The call failed. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna try calling him back. I call him back. He's like, hey, Pree, we're over here. I was like, dog, I don't even know where that's at. And then the call drops, obviously. So I'm like, okay, so I'm just walking.
At least you had something to work off of.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I don't really know where that's at, but there's some names. There was a name. I was like, okay, cool. He's over there by the fan shop. I was like, cool. I bought the fan, but what fan shop are you talking about? So I had to enter the crowd of death. So you remember earlier I said that they was getting high?
Yeah.
Now imagine everyone around you was getting high.
So a J. Cole concert.
I thought I was gonna be high by the end of it.
Pree, you've never done drugs before, have you?
No. I thought I was getting secondhand high. I was dying. I was not with it.
First sign of someone who's never gotten high, being paranoid that they're high.
Like I was like, absolutely not, man. Look, see, look. So they're like, so Paulo said, hey, Pree, man, look, you are gonna take this right here. This right here is Rave Doctor Protection and Recovery 60 vegan capsules. Hey, are you ever taken any drugs that gotta say it's vegan?
No.
Absolutely not, right? I'm terrified. So
it looked like it said serotonin capsules on there.
So look. So just to help out, signify how great these capsules are. Look. So a serving size is 3 capsules, right?
What the fuck?
Vitamin B12. The daily percent value of B12. This has 3,125%. Maybe this is what was killing me. Maybe I wasn't.
Let me see the front of the bottle. Let me see the. Focus. Hello.
Oh. Anyway, it says Rave Doctor Serotonin Complex. Yeah, antioxidants. Yeah.
So basically, he gave you baby's first ecstasy.
And I was sitting there like, oh no. Oh no.
Pree's never felt this good in his life. Surely something has to be wrong.
Like, I thought I was gonna die, brother.
I'm surprised you didn't start taking your BP.
See, and then second day, the first day, we found each other. We listened to the last guy. We called it a day. Called it a day. Second day, I got the fan this day. I got it from the jump. So what was my goal? My goal was to take a picture with everyone I could. Every person I could. How? How, Pree? You're a big guy. You're going to look like a creep. Do you know what a fan does to a fat person that looks like a creep when it's hot? He looks like a nice guy. And I was fanning people. Right? So I was like, hey, bro, what's up, man? Hey, here you go.
I definitely thought your pictures were wild.
Yeah. So I was like, hey, bro, look, my name is Pree. Except I didn't say that because that's, it's extremely hard to say Pree. And they're like, oh, what's your name again? I was like,
your name's T?
I was like, look, my name is Chris, okay? Hi, my name is Chris. Nice to meet you. And they're like, oh, nice to meet you too, Chris. I was like, yeah, this is my first event. I ain't never been to any of these. And then so they were showing me. They were showing me, right? They were showing me the you're supposed to like touch fingers. And then like make a heart, and then you're supposed to like pass the bracelets over.
Oh.
I was like, oh, okay, yeah, we gonna touch hands, okay. And so I was like, all right, if I'm gonna talk to the most people and get the most pictures, maybe I'm gonna get out of that wristband stuff, okay. I needed to go straight for the money. I was like, taking the fan. Hey man, my name is Chris. This is my first event. Can I take a picture with you? Like, I don't got a phone, but my buddy right there, he got a phone. And then so I had Paulo go up there, and then he's over there like this. And then I had everyone look at Paulo because he had the camera. I was like, Click, 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 click. I was like, dude, I have so many photos in my photo reel. My iCloud got full. And then I was like, I never touched my phone like almost the whole time since I started taking pictures. And I was just scrolling. It was a great while. There was a lot of great photos I took.
Sounds like you need the iPhone 15 Pro Max with 2 terabytes of storage now.
Dude, man. Anything else crazy happened on the second day? Yeah. Yeah. So for these stages, right?
Mm.
So you can just guess like it's a mosh pit. There's a gigantic amount of people.
Oh yeah.
So there was I would say like people making sure that everything is working the way it should. Box in the middle of the field,
Yeah.
like in a couple while away from the stage. So there was the gates, like a rail, like a fence, right? A fence around
The metal barricades, like the
metal barricade,
Yeah, there you go.
right? These people, I tell you, when the bass dropped and they was headbanging, I felt sorry for that barricade. I felt sorry for me.
People
I
started
wasn't.
rocking it.
Yeah, no, dude, they was going in. I was getting slapped in the face with people's hair. Whoo, man. And then I went home that day. Sorry, we went out the venue, and I was like, man, these rocks hurt trying to walk all the way back up. But there's one thing that I saw that kind of made the whole trip worth it. It was Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what? Do you know why Sunday is important?
You went to church before the event?
I didn't get to go to church.
Mm.
But do you know who I saw over there?
Jesus?
I saw Jesus.
Jesus
He
showed up
was
to the
there.
event.
He was there, bro. He was there, bro.
I know you so well. I know you so well.
Dude, like, he had it all.
If it wasn't, you went to church while you were in LA because you tried to do it while we went to YCS as well. If it wasn't you went to church, it was absolutely you saw someone dressed up as Jesus.
Dude, it was wild.
Was he wearing the clogs or was he wearing like regular shoes?
He was wearing the clogs. Anyway, I was like, "Is that Jesus?" And he was like, "Hey!" And then so like that's the first encounter, right?
Mm-hmm.
The second encounter, we're like, "Hey, Jesus!" Right? And then like he walks up to us, right? So I say, "Hey, Jesus," and I turn to walk. He followed me. He was like, "Hey, bro, I wanted to say what's up." I was like, "Jesus Christ saying hi to me?"
Like my sad man, dab me up,
Like,
Jesus, dab me up, Jesus.
Man, I was like, "I'm sorry, Jesus. That's my fault. That's my fault, pimp."
It's crazy, dude.
I got to dab up Jesus before we got to go home.
With everything that's happened in the world, I absolutely believe Jesus would be at a rave event.
That was fun.
The highlight of your trip. Jesus.
Would I recommend that for everybody? If you have a friend who's maybe not into the music, if you got two friends, and you guys are like, you know what, let's do it. Why not? That's what I did.
Yeah.
That was my trip. Anyways, I actually want to go and get those cool wristbands and stuff.
Mm.
So short intermission. Where's my oh, here we go. I'll be right back. Pree in the middle of the podcast?
Hi, chat. I told him to get
got this before.
I did tell him to get ready before the podcast. Hi, chat. Hope you're enjoying the episode. We took our intermission at roughly 29 minutes, so wherever we pick back up, we get 31 minutes. I don't even take him that long.
Sorry, guy. I gotta get back in the chair. You know, it's big guy problems. Whew. All right. All right. Okay. Anyways, all right. So from my event, right? So they had these little little like wristband things, right? So and then so this girl walked up to me and she gave me one that says weirdo. So it says weirdo, right? You can't see it, but
She knew what she was doing.
she put the W upside down.
Oh.
So it says Mirdo.
That means you're
Right.
shit. That means shit in Spanish. She called you shit, bro.
Right? See, and then one of the guys was like,
What the?
see, I walked up to this dude, I was like, hey, bro, I gotta take a picture with you, bro. You got a really sick necklace. And he was like, you know what? And then so, we did like the peace, love, unity, and then he gave it to me. So look at that.
Man.
Yeah.
Why is everyone wearing like middle school arts and crafts stuff?
You know what I want to think it is, right? I want to think it is. You know all the kids that got bullied in school?
Did you get bullied in school, man?
This is where they all go, is how I felt.
Getting high and sharing peace, love, and unity.
Yep. That was my experience.
That sounds like fun. You definitely had a crazy time in the opposite direction from what I had.
All right. Go ahead and say your piece.
So I went out to Texas because I had a friend who drove out for a baby shower to Dallas. I forget where
Dallas, Texas.
That's where I flew out to, at least. So they had a baby shower, their sister's baby shower. They drove out there with their younger sister, but the younger sister wasn't going to drive back, and she didn't know this until they were already on the road. So I'm talking to her because I'm like, okay, that's kind of a big trip to make in one go, like for anybody. 26 hours isn't a joke. So I'm like just texting her, and every now and then she'd FaceTime me just so she could stay awake because her sister was sleeping. And she was sharing that she was scared about driving back because she didn't want to spend money on a room for a night to rest, and she wanted to be back by a certain time on that Monday.
Yeah.
So I was like, how much is a flight to DFW from Oakland? It was like $100. I was like,
oh,
I can make peace with that. I can make peace with that.
Yep.
So I booked a flight. I was like, you know what? I'm overdue for another road trip or just to get out of the state. So I was like, let me go down there. You're my homegirl. I've known you for years. I'll help you out. I'll drive back with you. So I fly out to DFW from Oakland on Spirit Airlines. Let me tell you about this trip.
You want to hear it?
It was $100 flight. It was $100 flight. Yeah. So let me tell you about Spirit Airlines. I flew Spirit once. I didn't have a bad experience. It was a flight. It was a commercial flight.
It was Spirit.
Yeah, it was a commercial flight.
Yep.
It's no Hawaiian Airlines, but it got me there. Mm-hmm. So I in the 11th hour decided to upgrade to one of the big chairs because people kept taking the seats around me.
Okay.
So the seat 1A was available. And at the last minute, I spent an extra $20. I said, you know what? I'll sit at the front of the plane. I only had my
$20?
Yeah. So I sat at the front of the plane, and I was like, I only have my backpack for my laptop and my my normal office stuff I bring with me. So easy on. Put the backpack overhead, sit down, get out of the plane as soon as we land.
Yep.
Fastest I've ever boarded and unboarded a plane. I sit down in my chair. Everyone loads up in like 10 minutes. It was actually surprisingly fast.
Yeah.
We sit down and we start taxiing, and the stewardesses are going through all like the safety checks and stuff, and both of them sit down in front of me. And because I was in seat 1A, there was a barricade, but my barricade had a window. I could see both the stewardesses. I thought one of the stewardesses looked like she was having a bad, like she looked like she was about to cry. She was having a bad day.
Yeah.
No, she started crying when she sat down, and she was looking to the sky as we started taking off, and she started praying. And I said, "Oh my God." This isn't my first time flying. I actually love flying places. I think it's the best way to travel. But if that was my first time flying and I was going on a whim to go like help someone and that was what I saw, I would have been freaking out.
You know, she was like, "Why? Why did you send me to Spirit? I wanted to go Southwest."
So the stewardess was crying and she was praying, and it just seemed like she thought we were going to die. And then as we took off, we hit turbulence. During the climbing process, we hit heavy turbulence. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Why did I fly Spirit? Why did I fly Spirit?
So I'm just sitting there like I put on Panic at the Disco, Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time. It's like anarchy. It's like the world's on fire and we're taking off on the plane. This girl's crying in the front. I'm like, all right, it's a hell of a feeling now. Like I'm just I pulled out my gum. I handed the guy next to me a stick of gum. I'm like, yeah, man, we got this. Dude looks at me crazy. He's like, okay, man, thanks. So we get in the air. And they start like passing out the refreshments and stuff. They start doing the rounds.
They give you free refreshments?
No.
Oh.
If you remember, they do. But like they started going around and like they started doing their thing.
Oh, like if you ask if you want to buy a drink.
Yeah. So I had a screwdriver just because I do get pre-flight anxiety, so I wanted to mellow out a little bit. So I got a screwdriver. I was just chilling. I bought the Wi-Fi thing with my seat upgrade. So I was like, okay, I won't get on my laptop. I'll just like leave my bag overhead. I'll just put the Wi-Fi code on my phone because you only get to do one device.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, if I'm gonna do a device, I might as well just do my phone, and if it dies, I'll like grab my charger from my my battery backup from my backpack.
Yep.
So I'm checking in with my mom, my dad, my friends while I'm in the air. I'm just like, hey, here's my location if you guys want to make sure I'm cool. And I'm watching YouTube. I'm just chilling. And all of a sudden, the seatbelt light goes on while we're in the air. We're above New Mexico. We dropped about 1,000 feet all of a sudden.
Whoa.
We start hitting heavy turbulence. The captain drops us 1,000 feet. And you felt it. You went... I was like, whoa, it's happening, boys. I put Panic at the Disco, Don't Threaten Me with a Good Time on.
You're like, hold on, go back.
Yeah. I turned off YouTube so fast, I put Panic back on, and I was like, if we're going out in style, baby. I turned on my camera. I already told you guys, if it happens, it's on camera. Because Pree's going to have the last known location of my phone. He's going to be like, all right, I got to go get this bastard's phone. There's content on there.
Yep.
So we drop 1,000 feet. The stewardess that was crying she just starts losing her shit, bro. She didn't even sit down at that point. She held on to one of the supports next to like the coffee machine. She pulled out a drink. She started drinking. I'm like, what the fuck is happening?
Hey, that's Spirit Airlines.
Oh shit! Like, I've had bad experiences with United. I've had bad experiences with Southwest. I can't talk shit about Spirit because I was having such a good time.
Hey, for $100?
Oh yeah, I got basically my admittance to like a theme park. I got my heart to race. I got a drink. Yep. I was having a great time. So we land at DFW about 20 minutes ahead of schedule, actually. Despite the turbulence, despite everything, we actually showed up early. And I was like, cool. I grabbed my backpack out. I'm the first one out the plane. I'm like, okay, we big chillin'.
Yep.
Walk out of DFW, muggy as shit. It's 80 degrees and it's humid, and I hate it.
And it's 80 degrees, so it's hot humid.
Yeah, I'm like... Ugh. I love Texas, actually. I don't think I've ever shared this with you. Austin, Texas is my second favorite city in this country. After San Francisco. I love where we live. I love Austin. I hate it during the summer. I hate how humid it gets. I hate how hot it gets. You went to Arkansas recently, or Kansas or Arkansas?
Kansas.
So you were out there during the hottest part of the year. You know how it is.
Yep.
Absolutely miserable for like 5 minutes while I wait for my friend to figure out where I'm at, which terminal I'm at.
Wow.
I'm like, this is so disgusting. I want to go back inside. And it was about 10 o'clock, so I realized that I'm jaded because of how much I've done in California because everything at that airport was shut down. There was no restaurants that just started closing. Like, everything looked like it had been vacated for at least an hour.
Wow.
So I could.
Like, when did you fly in?
I got in like at the top of 10, at the
Okay.
top of the hour.
Yeah.
So it was like, well, shit. In California, even in a city that goes to sleep early, 10 o'clock is like when it happens.
Yeah, there's at least the coffee machine on.
Yeah, so I was looking around and I'm like, dude, I can't even get dinner. Like
Mm-hmm.
So I get in, homegirl picks me up, and I thought we were just gonna hit the road, but she's like, hey, my auntie said we can stop at her house and we can rest for a bit there. So I'm like, okay, where's auntie live? Auntie lives in San Antonio. And then I remember, oh, I'm in Dallas. That's a 5-hour drive. So we drew 5 hours the night that I flew in just to go sleep, just to go fly or go driving another 26 hours.
Wow. Hey, did you go to Buc-ee's?
No, I didn't go to Buc-ee's. I wanted to go. I didn't get to eat anything in Texas besides, like, Auntie had made dinner.
Thanks,
But,
Auntie.
yeah, thanks, Auntie. But besides that, like, I was pretty bummed out because I was like, I could have chosen an earlier flight and I could have just had fun in Texas until she was ready to pick me up. But then I was like, what's the point? I might as well have just stayed in California and eaten some food and then flew.
Yeah, exactly.
The whole trip made me realize though, because as much as I wanted to share it, there is a life lesson to this that I realized.
So wait, so when did you eat? Like, there's a full 24 hours until you got home. Like, did you like, hey, stop McDonald's?
So we stopped at McDonald's one time in Roswell. We went to an HEB, which is like their Walmart out there.
Okay.
We picked up snacks. I picked up like carrot sticks, watermelon. Like I picked up stuff that was gonna sustain me because I didn't want to do a road trip diet. Because
Yeah.
I like jet lag aside, because the jet lag didn't hit until I actually got back to California.
Yeah.
Jet lag aside, I did not want to feel like shit coming home because I knew I was gonna be.
You,
I was gonna be on my
gummy
ass.
worms,
Yeah, no, I was gonna be on my ass
jerky.
for another day or two, and I knew it. Because like jet lag, feeling like shit in general from driving for so long, and then bad diet, I was gonna get home and I was gonna be on my ass for another like 2 days, and I wanted to go back to work. So it was like, I need to eat healthily, somewhat healthy while I'm on the road.
Yeah.
So we went to an actual grocery store. We picked up stuff. We picked up Red Bulls, juices, fruit, some veggie sticks, and I got a bag of jerky. And it was like a local brand, so it was like someone packaged it out there and brought it to the grocery store.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Like as much stuff that could sustain my body as possible without me crashing.
Yeah.
And we did pretty good. We stopped at gas stations here and there. We had McDonald's in Roswell. That was about 12 hours after we started driving. And then I didn't eat again until I got home. I made bread and cream cheese and I passed the fuck out with my dog on the bed.
Oh. That's pretty nice, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy too because after Roswell, homegirl was passenger princess, and I was like, okay, I will keep us on the road as long as I can.
Yeah.
It was about when like one of the major trucking stops at the Grand Canyon, I started falling asleep on the highway, 3 a.m.
Yeah.
I was like, oh shit, dude.
See, it's crazy. People say it's easiest to drive at night because there's no cars.
Yeah.
I say it's the worst to drive at night because there's nothing to look at.
I think it's easier to do it. I think it's easier to drive at night. I actually like driving at night, and that just might be a side effect of you teaching me how to drive at night.
Yeah.
Because we were practicing driving in both your cars for what, a month, 2 months at night only.
Yeah.
So I actually like driving at night. I like driving in the rain, it was the fact that I didn't want her to drive alone at any point during the trip. So I was already exhausted. I was tired by the time it was my turn.
Yeah.
So what ended up happening is I hit the Grand Canyon. I pulled over. I was going to sleep for an hour. She was already sleeping. And then I looked at the time and I'm like, I had fallen asleep for about 15 minutes. I go into the truck stop, splash water on my face. I buy another Red Bull, and I just hit the road. I'm going. I got the music turned back on, and I'm going probably 90 up until Bakersfield.
Don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh yeah. So I hit Bakersfield. She finally wakes up because I'm like, all right, it's been another like 3 hours. I think that she needs to wake up because she also wanted to see the sunrise. So I was like, okay, wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, pull over. I'll start driving. And I'm like, no, like take your time, wake up. Because if I force you into driving now, you could just be exhausted still.
Yeah.
And I think it was about half an hour into Bakersfield that I finally pulled over because we needed gas.
And then you swapped?
And then we swapped. And my body wanted to fall asleep at that point. But I was like, what was it? It was the heat. It was the sun was finally like up all the way.
Yeah.
And the car was just dreadfully hot, even with the AC on.
It was baking.
Yeah. Bitch, I'm big bacon. Bitch, I'm big bacon.
Man, that's just like our first question of this day. Of this podcast. That would be the food you'd like to eat, huh? Bacon?
big bacon? Nah, man, because the only thing bacon was my back bacon.
Man.
But yeah, dude, like it was a crazy trip, and it made me realize how much I miss traveling. And then just being like every time I was at a different stop across the states, I was just like I was just taking in the air. Like I was so happy to be out of California for a little bit. It was a nice change of pace. Mm-hmm. And also everywhere else is green except California right now. I don't understand.
Yeah.
New Mexico's green. Why is there green in New Mexico or Nevada or not Arizona?
The plants be thriving in the heat, I guess.
Like, man. So that was my trip. I had a lot of fun. I wish I did get to enjoy the trip more, but it wasn't a leisure trip. It was to help someone get back home in a timely manner. So the only thing I learned from it is I need to plan to leave the state again and to go do something fun, like Buc-ee's.
Yeah. So did you end up stopping at a Love's on your way back too?
Oh, plenty, tons of Loves.
Yeah. No. When I went to the one on Los Hills.
Uh-huh.
Because that's the one right after you get off the mountain.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop there because I stopped there on the way up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I don't want to get Arby's on this one. So on the way back, I was like, I'm gonna get Arby's this time.
Yeah. When I finally got off, we stopped at a Love's that had a Starbucks baked into it.
Yeah.
But it was 6 a.m. It was in the middle of nowhere, and the Starbucks wasn't open yet.
What?
Because
did you just grab a coffee from the coffee pot?
Homegirl, no, she grabbed a white Monster, and we just hit the road again.
Okay.
Because she was the one who wanted the Starbucks. I don't really care for Starbucks anymore.
Yeah, Red Bull tastes better.
I do like energy drinks more than coffee, but also just like I get tea from there, and that's about it. It's a waste of money, honestly. Just buy Arizona or something.
Water cup.
Yep, water cup and tea bag. But yeah, man.
All right, so
that was
we got to take a trip. So
Buc-ee's?
Look. So I was thinking, right? Mm-hmm. Look, I was already talking to Paulo about this.
Uh-huh.
I was like, hey, we gonna take a trip. I want to go get a hot dog, right? I was talking to them about it. I was like, I want to go get a hot dog. This is America. There should be great hot dogs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, you know what? If we're going to go somewhere, we're going to take a train.
Okay, I'm down. I was going to say, can we please fly? Because this sounds like we're going across.
Fly?
This sounds like we're going everywhere in the country situation.
Fly? I hate flying.
No, you don't.
That's probably my least favorite way to travel.
Why?
If you're telling me that we could drive, I'll be like, hey, look, let's drive.
No.
I'll be like, let's drive.
I can't. I can't.
You know, did I tell you about that time I got touched on by TSA? I'm traumatized.
Was that when you came to help me move from Nevada?
No, no, no. When I went to Kansas, they was touching me on TSA.
Why?
I was like, nah, dude. The TSA guy was like, look, I'm just gonna do one of these, and then he was grinding on my thing. I was like, I was like, bro.
That's why you got to get TSA pre-checked. Someone pre does the.
Yeah, I was like, man. But yeah, so I'm thinking we're gonna take a train.
Okay.
All right. So I was pricing it out. If we leave like next year, like in January, let's say we go here to Chicago. Chicago has to have good hot dogs. Chicago is also famous for the. Oh,
What?
Chicago is also famous for the. Pass it over to you. Pizza,
Oh,
deep dish,
I see. You're playing off of the fact that I got Zachary's last night. Yeah. Deep
deep
dish
dish pizza,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, all right, look, check it out. How much would this cost? $135 from San Francisco, and then you just choo all the way over there.
Mm-hmm.
Guess how long it will take?
12 hours?
7 days.
Oh my god.
We're on a train.
I don't know. You didn't specify what kind of train.
We're on a train. You know, hey,
Specify what kind
you
of
know,
train.
remember how we talked about the bullet train?
Yeah, that's kind of where I was getting. I was
Like,
like, I don't know.
We need a bullet train.
I don't know if we have cross country fast trains going on yet.
You know, I was looking at Amtrak.
We can get to Chicago faster driving.
7 days on a train.
we can get there faster.
You know, see, but I was thinking about it. I was like, 7 days. Like, what are you doing on a train for 7 days?
Going,
there's only so many checkers.
Going 60 miles.
Like 5 miles an hour. What do you mean 60? Probably 60.
Yeah.
But I was like, there's only so much chess you can play. There's only so much checkers.
Oh yeah, no,
Is there dinner on the train?
Well, that's like it'd have to make stops frequently enough for us to get food, get back on, or they'd have to have service on the train.
They do.
And
they do have service on the train.
My thing is, even if we got like one of those if they do like the rooms on the train for people to just like chill and like
they
sleep
do.
And shit, even if we did that, right?
It's $2,000 for a private room.
Let's say I decided like, okay, 7-day train trip. Lorenzo's gonna edit the backlog, and Lorenzo's gonna like get us ahead on shit, right?
No, we can't do. We gotta take in the scenery.
I would literally finish all of my work by day 2.
We what we would have to do. We would have to vlog the whole thing.
We would, yeah, no, absolutely. If we do something like that, we'd have to.
Do you know what we're gonna do?
Huh?
We're gonna record the podcast.
Oh my god, on a train.
The whole time.
We'd have to get a room then. We'd have to make.
No. Dude, imagine. 7 days.
7 days of podcast.
It's a live podcast.
7 days
for 7
of
days.
7 days of podcast.
7 days. What the hell are we gonna talk about?
That means we have to invest in the Roadcaster kit that I wanted, right?
How are we gonna connect to the internet?
Trains have internet. Amtrak has internet.
Dude, the train goes through the mountain, dog.
Okay. Well, hopefully they have the world's longest Ethernet cable inside.
I'm thinking like we're gonna have to
maybe not live stream the entire time, but the Roadcaster can record natively, so I'm not concerned.
Yeah. See, dude, that could be us. We could be on the train. How do you think about the train idea?
I like the train idea. The train idea is definitely content rich.
It's a great idea.
Without isolating it, it's going to be a little hard to film anything.
Well, yeah.
So,
unless you want to take a train,
unless you want to try and partner with Amtrak so we can get people to start traveling again, I don't see that being a viable option for us to film on.
I was thinking it was only $135, $130.
Yeah, for regular seats where we are still with other people and can't film,
Yeah, dude. Like that's a great plan.
we'll
See,
price it.
look, see, and then we go there, and then we can do all the shorts of all the hot dogs we're gonna eat.
I don't like hot dogs, man. I don't like hot
Oh,
dogs.
why not?
They actually make me sick. It's a trigger from when I got food
It
poisoning from hot
it's
dogs.
okay. Look, you could also get pizza. All right, that's the trade off.
Chicago pizza.
You know, you can get whatever as long as we're not in New York. You know, they make like just the cheese, like gigantic slices of pizza that look so like normal.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would I want to eat that?
I was gonna ask you, why don't we fly to NYC and you can get like a Coney Island bag?
Fly?
I'm not taking a train to NYC.
Why?
You lost your fucking mind.
Why not?
I'm not taking a train to NYC.
All right, look, listen. This is what I was thinking.
Is that wait? Is that 7 days to Chicago?
Yes.
You must have lost your fucking mind if you think
So-
I'm going to
so
take a
think
train
about it.
to New York.
Think about it. Look, here's my thing, right? If we take a train there and back, we need to quit our jobs, right? Ain't no way they're gonna let us take a month off of work. So what I was thinking, right? Look, so you get an option. You could fly there and take a train back, or take a train there and fly back. What do you think?
I'm not going to... You take the train back?
Well, you know, what would you do?
I'd have us both fly back so we can be home in a timely manner.
No, not one and one, fool. Like we both either fly first, or we both either take the train like second. You know what I mean?
Okay, so I see what you're saying. So both forms of transportation one way.
Yes.
I mean, that would be better, just because it's like we either rush to go do a main thing at the destination, and then we just film filler shit like on the train.
Yeah.
So would you want to film stuff in Chicago or NYC first and then take the train back? Or would you
Yeah.
want to take your time and then build up to NYC or Chicago?
Yeah. And
Honestly,
then, you
I think taking the train there, flying back would be better, just because we can do uploads as we're doing like the vlogs and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Like that feels more
There's a real time build up to the
to the Chicago
yeah.
or New York City coming.
And then the actual thing is just disappointing.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna go there and be like,
This pizza's
dude,
bunk.
I waited 7 days for this.
Knowing our luck, that's probably it's gonna be the one day the guy like gives puts salmonella in the hot dog or the pizza.
Man, I'd be so mad. No, dude, they're gonna give me a hot dog, but it's gonna be that real cheap bar ass hot dog. I'm gonna be so mad.
They're gonna put asbestos in your bread.
I'm gonna put asbestos in my bread.
Yeah.
What the kind of place? Kind of establishment?
Keep
You know, it's a
back.
hot dog. It's a hot dog cart. You know, I mean, who
Keep
knows
coming
what they
back.
put it in the hot dog, right?
Keep coming back for more. You're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what's that? What's that flavor? Like, family recipe.
Family recipe. Hey, that's
Yeah.
restaurant secret.
No, that's cart secret.
Yeah, cart secret. Yeah.
Meanwhile, there's like
God.
there's a condemned building right behind the guy.
Oh, dude.
That's where he's.
It's a ghost.
No, that's where he's getting his asbestos from. It's the condemned building. Oh man, no, I'm absolutely down. I think it'd be cool. We definitely would have to plan our finances, especially for our partners to be okay while we're gone.
Oh
But,
yeah.
but
you know,
I'm 100% down.
we got to take a train.
Chump train.
Chump train.
Choo choo.
All right, let's see here. How far are we in, by the way?
We are about 50 something minutes in. We can talk about like, one of the few things I listed for us to talk about since we're talking about projects.
Yeah.
Which one of those piques your interest the most? We technically talked about the last one.
Yeah. Let's talk about D&D skits. How about that?
Oh, you don't want to talk about the Corolla?
No.
Why?
All right, go ahead. Talk about the Corolla.
Nah, man. I'm just asking, man. I've been trying to pitch this idea to you. This is up your alley.
You know, we can save that for next week.
So I've been trying to pitch to Pree the idea of doing skits either in a game, not unlike how Red versus Blue is made, or doing them in person and hiring some friends to act for us.
Yeah.
Where the gimmick of the skits would be, we use D&D mechanics IRL to decide how a conversation plays out, or how an action that they take plays out. So say the skits, Lorenzo's morning routine, right? Lorenzo gets out of bed. Dice roll athletics to get out of bed. I roll a 1. I fall on my fucking face.
He doesn't get out of bed.
Or yeah. I critical fail. I turn off my alarm. I go back to bed. I sleep again.
There you go. Amen.
And then I'm late by 2 hours.
Yep.
Or I go to make some coffee, right? I roll athletics to pour the coffee. I roll a 1. I pour coffee on my hand. I roll a 20. Ooh, I get the perfect cup. So that was
latte art.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. So that was the idea I had. Originally, I had pitched it as we should do a Phoenix Wright, in the vein of Phoenix Wright court case, where your dice roll will affect what evidence you present or how well you present anything. And Pree and I weren't really on the same page about it, so I kind of needed to expand the scope of what we can do with this.
Yep.
It's definitely something I still think would be fun, especially since we are doing a D&D thing right now.
Yeah.
Because of Baldur's Gate 3 coming out, D&D is kind of pogu right now. So what's your take? How do you feel about it now after we've sat on the idea for a little bit?
Baldur's Gate 3 I love Baldur's Gate 3.
I've been chomping at the bit.
Do you know how far we've gotten?
We're an hour into the game, really. But we spent several hours playing the game.
That's how great the game is. Either that or that's how bad we are at playing the game.
No, I think that's how bad we are at the game.
You know?
My buddy at work keeps telling me, oh, have you played more Baldur's Gate? Oh, have you played more Baldur's Gate? I'm like, no, man. I was out of town. We haven't had a lot of time. Or we died, so we stopped the stream, and then next week we had to redo the fight.
Yep.
So
where are we at, by the way?
I think we're in the well, right? We couldn't beat the phase spider or the void spider.
No, wait. No, we got to the lady, right?
The lady?
Did we kill the lady?
We'll find out in a minute when we switch over to Baldur's Gate.
That's true.
So that was a fun mechanic. I think that Pree and I can flex more of our scripted content creativity with, because that was something that we originally wanted to do. We wanted to do more in-person content.
Yeah.
We didn't want it to just be strictly gaming. And if we can, figure out something we want to film, and we can start doing higher production stuff.
Trains.
Ooh, doing a skit while we're on the train would be fun. Having a couple extra outfits for us to do something with that.
Yeah, we're going to be the conductor.
Get thrown out because we're impersonating the conductor for filming.
Yep.
But I think the D&D mechanics, the necessity to roll to do specific things, is so funny to me that I really want to see how we can take advantage of that.
Yeah.
Because it's I had an analogy, but finding something that fits not well, but you're able to make it fit in a different a category or a scenario where it's not meant to be in. Yeah. I think that's interesting. That was the whole premise of GarboArtist. I would take characters that you normally wouldn't associate with each other, and I would put them together, or I would just make them look funky.
Yeah.
And I think that was the most appealing art that I've made. Not I can draw anime titties for the rest of my life, but it's the goofy ones. It's the ones where I'm more creative that I actually have a lot more fun with.
Yeah.
So that's something that I wanted to do. Traveling was on the docket to talk about, but Pree beat me to it. Apparently, we're taking a train ride to Chicago or NYC
to get hot dogs.
And Chicago brick oven pizza.
Dude, imagine the pizza, bro. What would you get on your pizza? Pepperoni.
I honestly, yeah, cheese or pepperoni just to be safe, because eating food in a new place is always weird.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of asbestos they got in the building. See, when it comes to pizza, if I actually get to choose,
yeah,
I really love to get veggie pizzas.
Yeah, like
Veggie pizzas
vegan
are delicious.
or vegetarian.
Veggies, like they put veggies on the
Just
pizza.
like just spinach, tomatoes,
Yeah, like
onions,
spinach, yeah, onions.
like combo without the meat.
Yeah, well, you know, like I don't really care for pepperoni,
Yeah,
and like you know when they put like salami, like they put so much meat on the pizza. I'm like, dude, stop trying to shove your meat in my face. 18 inches of what? No, back up.
hey Pree, I'm gonna give you the 18 inches of pizza.
Like, oh my goodness, please.
Um, I can't lie and say that I don't like a meat lover's pizza. I certainly enjoy it. I think there's nothing wrong with a classic pizza though. Like people do such crazy things to pizzas. Like I have friends that prefer Alfredo pizzas, which I won't say that isn't good. I've tried them. They're
Yeah.
decent in their own right.
Mm-hmm.
But even my crazy creations I do at Mod Pizza, I have that, and then the next day I can be like, oh, you know what? I want Round Table. I just want a classic extra sauce pepperoni pizza or cheese
Extra
pizza.
sauce.
That's my big thing about pizzas. I actually like extra to like whatever red sauce they have.
I agree. Extra sauce is the way to go.
That's why I don't like Domino's because I never got my extra sauce.
Yeah. You know that
They're
brings me back.
they're very stingy with their sauce.
I always loved getting extra sauce, but my girlfriend hates extra sauce.
She's not a saucer.
No, so I've come to learn like,
You got to get on the side, buddy.
yeah, they make marinara cups for a reason.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, that's for the cheesy bread.
Oh, I just put that on my pizza.
It's so you could have pizza without having pizza. I had this conversation with a friend 2 weeks ago. Actually, what's the point of cheese? What's the point of cheesy bread or breadsticks and having tomato sauce? Just order the pizza. Just order
That's
pizza.
true. That's as true as it gets.
You're tricking yourself.
Yeah. Hey, but they have calzones. Think about that.
That's just a pizza taco
That-
or a pizza empanada.
You know.
Oh man.
I won't knock the calzone though. If you like calzones, more power to you.
I think if you want pizzas, my big thing lately has been drive-friendly foods. I think calzone's pretty drive-friendly.
Dry friendly.
Like being like eating in the car.
Drive.
Yeah,
drive
like driving.
Dry friendly.
Cause like Safeway started making pre-made calzones and stuff.
What?
Yeah, so it was like you got like the big half calzone thing. You could ask the people in the deli to heat it up. And
Okay.
if it wasn't scalding hot, I could see someone having it on the passenger seat, pick it up, take a bite, keep driving.
Yep.
Because it's just like eating a taco. Like, I don't think you should eat a taco while you drive, but you certainly can.
Dude, imagine like all the lettuce and everything's just dropping on you.
Yeah, Taco Bell
That's terrible.
Taco Bell is not drive friendly. You can't eat it while you're driving. You're gonna have a mess.
Like, dude, like even if you get a street taco, and then there's like a whole bunch of cilantro and onions on there, that's a mess.
Yeah. But in terms of like, if you like condensed foods that's not likely to spill, I think calzone's pretty good.
Oh yeah. Well, and then the calzone is wet.
Yeah.
It's saucy, so if there's a little leakage, like the curtains at the hotel I was talking about.
Just tilt, just tilt. All the sauce goes back in.
You just gotta, and all the sauce comes out, but
Or you could tilt it up. If you take a bite and it's trying to drip out the bite hole, just tilt it up so it doesn't leak. Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But
man, FUB problems. What do we talk about? We talk about food.
yeah, next week will be our tier list on best foods to eat while you're fat, ugly, and beautiful.
That's true. That could be us. All right, what time are we at, buddy?
We are over an hour, so it's time to wrap it up and get to Baldur's Gate.
Alrighty, so if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on Spotify and Apple Podcasts if you watch it on those. And anything else I missed?
Thanks for watching.
And we will catch you.
Wait. We got to do your thing. Your hold on. Oh, here I can help you out actually.
Yeah, for me it's like the different side, so I don't. Hey.
There
All right.
you go.
Anyway. All right.
Thanks
See
for
you in the
watching.
next one.
Bye.